Excellent. All right, hey everybody. We are doing an artist spotlight here with the Annex, sourceannex.org, and part of our bringing awareness, prayer, and action. We are real privileged today to be with a very, very good friend, Tracy Wispelwey.
It was close, Peter.
It's got to be the funnest name to pronounce. Wispelwey?
Wispelwey, like
Wispelwey.
a whip away. Wispelwey, yeah.
Wispelwey.
It's a very small area of Friesland, I've been told. I married into the name, so,
Yeah, exactly. So
I've been told, though, that I'm related to anyone who has that name.
Formerly Tracy Howe, of Restoration Village and Restoration Project. And anyways, Tracy has been a friend of Source and the Fallout and ours. It's got to be going on about 7 years.
Yeah, 7, 8 years.
7, 8 years. And
didn't know what we were getting into when you first stopped by.
Anyway, so we really fun. Somehow God keeps crossing our path about once a year.
Mm-hmm.
Whether we have Tracy come in here to do a teaching or a concert or an art festival. We had the privilege of being at a conference in Boston. We're going to talk about her many different travels and her incredible journey. In what she's done in creating awareness through her music and other art forms. Right now she's in Harvard. I'm studying there, and I'm going to let her talk about that degree because it's probably, I don't understand all the letters to it. And so, but Tracy, we're just doing trying to do a small little commercial for our interview we're going to do. So welcome, Tracy. Tracy, give us the 2-minute just kind of your accolades. Don't be shy about them, and just what you've done, and you've done so much.
Well, I didn't set out to do a lot, but I think just in I recognize maybe in the decade that I've traveled and visited communities in this country and around the world. I recognize there's kind of 3 different seasons, and the first season was one of kind of a naive passion and energy, and I just I thought, if music was what I had to love people, then I would take Jesus seriously, and I'd go to prisons and go to the less desirable places, and that'll very quickly kind of ruin your life and vision, and so. All of a sudden, I had friendships in these very, non-conventional places. And so when my quote-unquote career grew out, it grew in a very beautiful way, I think, but in a unique way. And so that led me to the next season, which was kind of trying to figure out how to grow deeply with these communities that I really felt connected to, Source being one of them. And so I remember, coming and one summer, almost spending a full month kind of in the area. Mm-hmm. And then that led to what my last season was, which was this collaboration and planning with you, but also planning with people like Brian McLaren and the Pasleys and collaborating internationally, and then going to Africa and collaborating at a peacemaking kind of symposium, and that led to touring refugee camps. And so I think that right now I'm kind of in this still sitting in this last space of what does it mean to collaborate with people from leaders and community architects to just thinkers and other artists and authors. And so that's kind of what I guess I started going so fast I needed to stop. And so here I am at Harvard of all places, and mostly just thinking a lot alongside playing music. And
it's a good place to do that.
Yeah, so
what is the degree you're pursuing at Harvard?
I'm getting a master's of divinity.
Okay.
And it's pretty standard theological degree for those who feel a direct connection to the doing of ministry. At Harvard,
pretty standard at Harvard.
well, Harvard, is a very unique environment. It's
It
obvious.
is. Oh.
I wanted to come here because it's a plural environment, and I'm very I want to study the intersection of like theology and peacemaking,
Nice.
and I want to understand deeply the things that are going on in the world, so that as I come to engage them, I kind of hopefully have a greater empathic ability to know what's going on, but also just to understand really the movement of God in a more, I think, just in a fuller way. And I like learning and thinking. So some people don't resonate with wanting to go and read and write so much, but I've been really enjoying it. So
well, it's at least from a distance, and just being a good friend, Tracy, it's beautiful to see all the dynamic things that you've done. Again, both creativity and with this, we're gonna talk more. And I kind of want to finish up our kind of intro commercial. So those of you who are tuning in,
to decide if you're going to watch the rest of it.
If you're going to watch the rest of it, the extended Tracy interview, I definitely encourage you to do that. Just because I'm going to ask Tracy about just how does awareness and arts fit together and the impact of those. And Tracy is much. We have some downloads. We're going to play one of her songs. She's going to talk a little bit about some new projects. With that. And just the again the depth I believe that you have, Tracy, and just what comes across in your music, but also you're someone that you're there, you can say reading and thinking, but you go there, girl, just with a wealth of journey. And just being in, you've lived a couple of lifetimes already, and the amount of people that you've impacted and able to connect with. You're one of these people that can, have favor, but also just have such a heart of hospitality that you welcome people into your circle, and wanting to make time. And I can't count how many times when I've been focused on a task, project, or whatever, and just a conversation with you has helped me slow down and say, hey, this is what it's really about. And so stay tuned to hear more of that. And but it will not include any embarrassing stories of me in this interview. So, all right.
On purpose, anyway.